building. How many folks just recently saw the USA Today article about how the percentage of people for the first time has changed in America? 52% are unaffiliated and 48% are evangelical. First time in our history. There are more churches in America and more mega churches in America, but there are a less number of people attending church than ever in our history. And so a lot has changed in culture and in America. We are not necessarily the America that we used to be or would like to think that we are. And I think there is a lot of potential, but there are some realities. I don't think these are the problems, but I do think there are realities that help us discover the problem. One of those that I mentioned is people aren't going to ever walk through the doors of the church building. We've previously been saying 60% of the population will never walk through the doors of a church building, ever. I think in some areas that's a lot more, whether it's because of cultural differences, whether it's rhythmical differences, whatever it might be. They just don't align with the values and with the culture of most faith communities in America. And then there's a whole nother group of folks that rhythmically, they don't fit into our way of doing church now. The landscape of America has changed drastically. And out of that, there are 60% of our population, I would say that's minimal. I would say it's growing more and more and more that will never walk through the doors of our church building. 40% are open to the idea, but that doesn't necessarily mean 40% are attending. And I think even if in our own faith communities, I did a survey within our own town, and I added up all the people that attend a local faith community on any given Sunday, and out of about 134,000 people, it's less than 25,000 people. And I bet if you did something similar, you would find that there is a gap. There's a large gap between the population and the people attending. I'll never forget going, after my wife and I had resigned, going to my first Starbucks on a Sunday morning, and I was like, now this is the happening place. This is where everybody is at. And you see women in their tennis skirts because they've been out playing with their tennis in the morning, and you see men in their jogging outfits and in their pajamas. People are reading books, people are talking, people are laughing, people are having a good time. And I was like, man, I've been missing out. This is where all the fun is. And, so it's a reality. It's a reality that's happening within America. We would say that there is an opportunity to reach the 60% with the grace of God by empowering everyday people to live as missionaries in their everyday places.